Hi, welcome to our daily encounter. In Proverbs 19 and verse 2, it states, "Also it is not good for a person to be without knowledge, and he who hurries his footsteps errs." Here, the proverb is teaching us not to act too hastily, not to rush into something too quickly, to gain as much knowledge about a particular thing before making a decision about it. And I think we can understand that concept. We can kind of look around us and look at other people and ourselves and see that whenever someone jumps into something without really thinking it through, really they're leaving it up to chance whether that decision was a right decision or not. And when they actually sit down and think it through, when they perhaps seek counsel from other people about the decision, when they do their research, when they pray about it, when they look at it through the lens of Scripture, and they take the time to methodically think it through, typically the decision is a good, sound decision. And even if it ends up not turning out right, at least they can have the satisfaction of knowing that they went about the process in the proper way. Not so for the impulsive person. They jump in, they leap in, and before they know it, they get themselves into trouble. And usually this happens to us when something comes before our path that we think will be fun, or will be pleasurable, or that everybody else is doing and seems to be enjoying. We want to jump on that bandwagon. And typically when it's something like that, we are very, very impulsive, which is very dangerous because, as we know, a lot of things that bring us pleasure and that are perhaps fun aren't necessarily good for us, either practically or morally or in some other respect. It's usually not good, or sometimes not good for us. But when it's something that we don't want to do, when it's something that doesn't bring us pleasure, when it's something that's actually going to be very, very difficult for us to do, then all of a sudden we become the analyzers. We want to really think it through. Well, let's make sure, this is the right thing to do because, we don't want to make the wrong decision on this. And so, if it's something we don't want to do, that's when we want to somehow become analytical and spend time thinking it through. And really we're just probably pushing back what we know really deep in our hearts we ought to be doing. But in either case, we need to be the type of people who slow our steps down. Don't rush into things. Think them through. Now, with that being said, there are times when it is appropriate to be impulsive. There are some cases in which we have to act, and we have to act quickly, especially when it comes to opportunities for serving our fellow man and serving the Lord. When we are at the grocery store or we're at a restaurant and we feel prompted within to maybe give a tract to someone or share our testimony with someone or, just talk to someone, brighten someone's day. If we sit back and we analyze it and we think about it and we overthink it, we're going to miss that opportunity. And so there are times when we feel prompted that, hey, this is something I need to do. This is a good work that I can engage in. This is a door of opportunity God is opening for me at this very moment. Sometimes we need to be impulsive and just jump right into it and do what we are pretty sure God would want us to do. Now, there's a book that I've read called The 10-Second Rule by Claire DeGraff that kind of talks about that. It basically says, just do the next thing you're reasonably certain Jesus wants you to do, and do it within 10 seconds. And that's a really good thing to go by when it comes to these opportunities, these doors that open and shut very quickly that we need to serve. And those of course would be the exception. But what we find is in general things, in the general activities of life, usually it's better to sit down and think it through and to do your research, get people involved that can give you wise counsel, and really do your homework before making a decision, especially one that will affect you or your family or other people around you. So this is just some things to think about. Hopefully they've been helpful to you. I know this particular proverb was helpful to me today, as I had to deal with something that required some wisdom. And this proverb actually rang in the back of my mind pretty much all day, and it helped me to kind of stop and think and do my research and get people involved who can give me good counsel. And it can be that practical for you as well. It can help you out as well. But we have to remember it, and we have to apply ourselves to follow what it teaches. Well, thank you guys for listening in today. I love you guys. Hope you guys have a great day. God bless.